Imagine that you have to get up early in the morning one day because you have school or you have work, and you're spending time preparing yourself some breakfast. And let's say this breakfast happens to be a piece of toast, and as you're toasting the bread, you accidentally burn it, and now you spend time making a new piece of toast. And that time you spent making the new piece meant that you left the house a little later than when you were supposed to. And that time might have just prevented you from getting into a car crash. And what I'm trying to say is this: every time something bad happens, think of it like a positive thing instead. Just think to yourself that this probably happened for a reason. So I'm not going to spend so much time and energy worrying about something that already happened. All you can do is react to a situation after it's already happened. So you can react to it in a negative way, or you can react to it in a more like, you know what, this probably happened for the best. It is what it is. I'm just going to move on. Because once it's already happened, you can't prevent it from not happening. So make your reaction that this happened for a reason. This happened in my benefit. This happened in my favor. And the more you do this, you'll condition your brain to think of every negative stimuli as a positive stimuli instead. And over time, this could be a very beneficial thing, especially if you're a person that suffers from, not suffers, but struggles with, things get to you too quickly, like something inconvenient happens and it kind of ruins your whole day. It's going to get you out of that cycle, and it's going to make your life better over time. And the best example of this has to be when Seth MacFarlane, the creator of Family Guy, he got drunk one night, and he was too hungover the next day to make his flight. Well, that flight just happened to be the very same flight that crashed into the Twin Towers during 9/11. So he dodged a bullet, honestly, because imagine he had made that flight and he wasn't hungover. So in the moment, he probably felt that, man, I can't believe I missed my flight. I shouldn't have been hungover. But then, as time went on, he was probably pretty glad that he was hungover. And you might think to yourself that, well, what about the people that were actually in the plane? And honestly, to that, all I can say is death will come to all of us. There's no way to prevent that. And once death happens, you'll be gone anyways. So it's not like you'll be reacting to your death after your death. That's impossible. Well, maybe it's not, but that's a whole different thing. Anyways, you can react to your own death after you've passed away. All you can do is control your emotions and your reactions until you are on this planet. So while you're here, while you're breathing, why not spend that time being optimistic and thinking that everything is happening for a reason? Because it's really no harm to think that. Because if you can think that my life is so shit, why can't you think that, wow, this probably happened for a reason? Both are reactions, they're just different. So why not give this a try? Because you know what? Death will come to all of us eventually. So let's spend that time being more optimistic and believing in ourselves instead of being miserable. Anyways, guys, that's it. Thank you for watching and goodbye.